Hey man, what's up?
Childhood obesity in America.
Now, I just want to talk to you guys here for a second. I have been busy, okay? You cannot like my current schedule, but please understand. Please understand. King SMP twice a week, every week for years will kill a man. Understand, I did not take a week off from King SMP. I still played once a week. It's not like I was gone. I did play last Friday, guys. It's not been that long since we played. So, chill out. Also, thank you for the raid, Bionics. Can we get a shout out for him? I played on Friday. I didn't take off the entire week like it's been made out to be. We were on King SMP. I'm gonna slap you with a wet fish. Listen, guys, listen. You buy a game for $100 and you find yourself enjoying it, I think you guys would be in a similar boat. I'm not gonna lie. I found myself enjoying Starfield. And no, I wasn't ever thinking about quitting King SMP. It never crossed my mind. King SMP is always going to have a place in my content schedule. But when you're trying to compete against, everybody else that has early access, I paid an extra $30 for the early access. I might as well use it, right? I don't think that was wrong of me. Plus, it's going to make a sick video when it's all said and done. But I need to finish the story first, which requires about another 25 hours or so put into it. So, there's also that. Now, sir, if you abuse your admin privileges, I'm not afraid to ban you. We've been over this. I'm not afraid to ban you. I'm not gonna do this today. I'm not doing this today. I'm not afraid to do it. You want me on King SMP, I come to King SMP. What do you want to do now? You want to turn on my PvP? And then you want to, teleport me around and kill me? Nah, no. We ain't doing that, buddy. We ain't doing that. You can either have me just like it is, or I go back to Starfield. I'm not afraid to do it. Don't test me. Do not test me. I vote Starfield. I would do it just to make you mad, Unreal. I would literally do it just to make you mad. Why can't I ban you? I need to add your ban perms back. You kind of suck. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, you guys don't have to like what I'm playing. But I have always kept to the schedule in terms of I will play King SMP at least once a week. That is the agreement. The Monday thing was more of a generosity rule because you guys really liked King SMP back then. But I have not changed my schedule since we had to cut back on Wednesday streams. And then when Cluttercraft ended, then we kind of swapped that out a little bit. But I have not changed my schedule permanently in a long time. So, it's probably about due for a change. I'm not going to lie. King SMP on a Monday and a Friday actually kind of sucks. I am 100% certain of that. Also, where in the world did you teleport me? Okay. Didn't you used to stream on weekends? That was an occasional thing, and I still want to do weekend streams. I still want to do weekend streams, but I just don't have time. I've been making videos. I know it looks like I do absolutely nothing, guys. But trust me, I'm doing things behind the scenes that you have no idea about. There's things going on. I am full aware that it looks like I'm doing nothing, but trust me, there's things going on. The only reason nothing happened last week like that was supposed to was family kind of just came in and surprised me, and I didn't really have control over my work environment at that point. So, based opinion incoming. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Allie's about to drop a based opinion. Let's see it. Let's see it. Okay, chill. It's okay. I know you read the messages from yesterday. No one is making you stop playing Starfield. I feel like I might. I feel like I might be being forced here. You guys seem to think I quit or something. I'm just saying. This server shouldn't rely on me streaming anyway. I mean, there are people that stream their viewer joinable server way less than me. You have a phenomenal owner. I will have you know. I hated Starfield. Really? Now I'm curious as to why. I'm curious as to why. Also, I don't know why I'm so dark on stream. We're gonna turn up the light. There we go. Okay. So, last time we left off with King SMP, I was working on the villager holding chamber, right? Which is over here. And there's going to be like a nice little redstone contraption. There's going to be a lot of fun with it. It's going to be cool. Honestly, I hate the idea of even having villagers down here for real. It's more so just for the aesthetic and to say I have it. Starfield looks more fun to play than to watch, to be honest. Oh, it definitely is. As with most games, I would argue it's more fun to play than it is to watch. No doubt about that. Any game, honestly. I have a hard time watching most people play a game. I kind of watch people for the sake of watching the person rather than watching the game. From playing it myself, I feel like a lot of mechanics weren't explained, and I was just wasn't having fun, so I ended up all F4ing before getting too far. Ah, I see. I feel like some of the controls, they kind of just tell you once and then don't tell you again. Like, they never actually explain the quick keys, which is like one of the major like selling points I feel like in certain points in combat. They never go and explain that to you, so you kind of have to figure that out yourself. Um, but when you like actually do it, it's not so bad. Once you get past like maybe the first 3 levels or so, it's actually a pretty good game. The story kind of picks up, and then the companions start to gain a little bit of character. Uh, the first companion is practically useless. I'm gonna be honest. Vasco is not a great companion. Um, don't get me wrong. I like Funny Robot, but he has no personality because he's well a robot. And so he's a very dry character, which is okay. That was the way he was written, so it's fine. Also, quickly, let's just take a look at Flame's shop over here. Um, so it sells redstone supplies and all that. Here's the board, I believe, right? Yeah. One thing I would consider adding, if you're watching Flames, is naming the item, the price. That way, people know kind of what to pay. I know you have it in here. 1 diamond for 3, not stacks. 1 diamond for 4. 1 diamond for 5. 1 diamond for 4. Unless you intend on changing it a bunch. In that case, I wouldn't worry about it. Yeah, I would say having the price on the board as well would be nice. But yeah, I feel like the characters start to grow on you pretty quickly. There's a particular, I won't spoil anything for anybody right now, but there's one particular gut-wrenching moment about at my point in the game, it would have been hour like 23, I think. Um because you just start getting used to these characters and then suddenly things just take a turn for the worst. Um, so I found it to be enjoyable. I started getting attached, and then of course, that gets ripped out of your hands at some points. Um, I'm still not really over it. That's kind of why I wanted to play more today, but I know you guys really, really, really wanted me to do some King SMP, so here we are. Yeah. Starfield is great though. I know I'm gonna get thousands of hours racked up in that game because there's gonna be challenge runs. I have a couple of ideas for some challenge runs, um, and then I might try to speed run the game, but from what I've heard, somebody's already gotten a speed run on the game for 3 hours, and honestly, I'm not sure I could do that. Some kids keep ringing our doorbell for my brother to come out. It's almost 8 p.m. on a school night. Go away. Yeah. Uh, that's where you go get a shotgun, Unreal, and then you get rid of the kids. Easy solution. No more noise. It'll be a loud, thunderous sound. Maybe a couple of screams and then another thunderous sound, but then it'll be dead silent. And then you gotta hide the evidence. And I won't disclose how to do that here on Twitch, but if you need instructions for that, let me know. Anyway, what were we doing? Yes, I was working on my build here. So, yeah, Starfield for me, the thing that got me most hooked, I would say, was the... It's not the best review I've seen of it actually was saying space is the canvas, not the gameplay. You're in space, sure, but you're actually not really in space very long. There's a lot of cool events that happen while you're in space, and as long as you're not doing quick travel everywhere, you're actually gonna have some pretty fun times. And then they also kind of mentioned like while you don't do much with your spaceship, there's still some cool little features with it. I haven't gotten too far into my spaceship stuff. I'm gonna do that probably next stream. I don't know if we'll do spaceship building or if we'll do outpost building. I still have to kind of figure that out. Okay. Let's see. I wanted to do. I wanted to do something here. Oh yes. So another thing I saw on Discord earlier. Not calling anybody out, but somebody said the server is like dying or whatever. Um, yeah, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. It was dying before I stopped playing on the server for that one stream. Um, it was dying before that. I it's now being noticed. There's no easy solution to fix it. We've kind of discussed it behind closed doors multiple times, Unreal and I. Basically, the problem is people join for the stream, they leave after the stream. There's nobody on in between. How do you fix that? Well, you can't, because you gotta have gameplay elements that are interesting, and how in the world do you add other gameplay elements that are interesting that people can do and find themselves that isn't quests? Because quests are cool, don't get me wrong, they're cool. But nobody plays them, at least consistently. They might play a couple of them, but they don't get very far, is what I'm noticing. So we need more enticing features, and so that's kind of like another thing about it. Uh, it's a great server. The server's actually, from what I've heard from a lot of people, we actually have probably one of the nicer servers when it comes to community servers on Twitch. But unfortunately, that also kind of isn't it isn't the case, because we also don't have a whole lot of people playing it. And there's no, like I said, there's really no easy way to fix it, unfortunately. I mean, we've looked into solutions, nothing's really working. I think, honestly, the biggest problem, and this is going to come as a shocker to you, when people join the server, they have no idea what to do. I don't know what people are expecting when they join a Minecraft server, but when they join, they immediately go, okay, what now? And it's like, well, you play Minecraft, and then they're like, how do I get out of spawn? Which, to most people, I would think that would have been obvious. You just walk out of spawn, but I guess that's not initially the first thought there. So I think that's probably one of our major projects we need to get underway, is we need to be able to have a place to slash warp. So I think we need an outpost warp, and we need to get to work on an outpost. But I don't want to begin the design work on something and then it not become my project. So we kind of got to decide who's doing what outposts and what kind of outposts we want those to look like, and then tell people to go there when they're asking what to do. Because I think that's kind of like the only thing left that we can do, at least, to keep people interested in that regard. It sucks that you have to tell people what to do to play Minecraft, though. Like, that's something I never thought I'd have to do. And yet, it seems like every time I turn around, I'm being asked, okay, King, what do I do now? I'm like, it's still Minecraft, bud. I don't know. Whatever your heart desires, really. I mean, King SMP at its heart is just a multiplayer Minecraft server. There's nothing really super special about it, besides the fact that I guess it's me. But that's not really special, if you ask me. I mean, you could find pretty much a replacement of me probably anywhere, honestly. I mean, I'm not super unique like I paint myself out to be. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you guys. I'm pretty cookie cutter when it comes to edgy, well, pseudo edgy streamers. I'll walk the line. I won't go over the line. I know where it is. I'm comfortable with just standing right on top of it. And so yeah, I'll make a couple of edgy jokes here and there, but who doesn't? I guess that's the real question. Who doesn't make edgy jokes? I guess I can think of a few. But that's not the point. So I think we need to kind of just stop focusing on King SMP being me and find ways to make it about other things. And I don't know the best way to do that yet. I'm still trying to figure out everything myself, to be honest. Like, I've been trying to navigate the road to fixing the Minecraft server for a couple months now. Well, I mean, the server is called King SMP. You're right. It is called King SMP. And that would note that, it is my server. And, like, that is a major selling point for some people. But at the moment, like, I mean, I'm not really a selling point to strangers. Nobody really knows who I am, which is okay. I'm fine with that. But when you're trying to retain people, how do you do that is the real, like, root of my question, I guess. How do we pick up new people without just trying to sell it to them that they're playing with the streamer? Because, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, playing with streamers is cool. But not all streamers are as cool as each other. I mean, you're not going to attract the same crowd to play Minecraft with me as you would with, say, Mumbo Jumbo or Grian. There's an appeal to Grian even if you don't watch him, because he's famous. He's well known for things. But when it comes to me, I'm here. I exist. And I'm glad to exist. I love streaming. I love, doing all the things I do. But when is the server going to be sufficient on my name alone? That's the question. For me, King SMP is about the people. But, that's great. That's awesome, and I'm glad you enjoy the people. But how in the world do you get new people to stick around when, we're all pretty well offline for the most part, or AFK, when we're not streaming. Besides Bionics and Unreal, you guys have been playing a lot recently. Flames, I think you've been on a little bit too. Um, but how do we sell it to other people that playing without how do you I guess the real question is, how would you go about keeping your player base active at all times? Because we're getting new players. They get bored immediately because they have nobody else online. You could typically join a 20-player Minecraft server, and, if somebody's online, you'll have something to do. So the real question is, how do we get 20 people online? And, we've found ways to get people online, but it's only for streams. So I guess we got to figure out how to give people things to do while we're still, like, offline. I'm because it's not feasible for me to do this all day every day. I've tried it. I've tried to stream King SMP every day for a week. We did that on King SMP Season 0, and we did it for a while on Season 1. And it just didn't go well. I found myself not getting as much work done. Like, how I get very little work done as is? I got even less work done back then. We had a lot of people joining, but how do we, you know, how do we keep those people engaged without having to require, me to be on all the time, or Unreal to be on all the time, or Bionics to be on all the time? And I think that just requires us to have a larger player base, so we don't all have to be online at the same time to enjoy the company of the server. I mean, I would like to say our server is relatively non-toxic. I mean, there were short spells where it kind of was a little bit toxic, and I was a little bit angry about that. I'm not gonna lie, but I feel like it's kind of went back to non-toxic, which is nice. Um, However, where how I guess the real my big question, right? How do we how do we bring in the new player base? Because we got to get 20 active players, not at any given time, but let's say if we could find 20 active players. Right now, I can name a couple. So we got Unreal, we got Bionics, we got me, we got Flames, we got Nuggy. That's 5. Let's see. Do we have anybody else? I'm probably forgetting people. No more Theo. Yeah, we don't have Theo. Um, Ranger was bad. We don't have Ranger anymore. So I can name 5 people. Derek, Memer. Yeah, they're active, but Derek claims to have quit. Derek quits and then he comes back. I don't know, man. I just let him do what he does. So 7. Okay, we're not quite halfway there. Um, if we could get, maybe 5 to 10 different people that are active at least once a day, and then a couple of people who are active, once every other day or so, I honestly think that would save the server, in terms of activity. But, um, how in the world do you do that? And that is the root of all my problems. Trust me. I've been thinking in deep thought about this for a long time. Unreal and I have both been like contemplating stuff like this because we were talking about it behind the scenes. We're like, hey, we need to do something. King SMP really isn't doing well. And I we kind of drew blanks on it. I mean, I came up with ideas on trying to like get the word out about the server so at least there's more options so people can maybe find the server a little bit easier. Which mainly hinges upon either advertisements or hang on, I gotta figure out what is this doing. Is it this? You are the problem. Okay. Where's my... There it is. Okay. Okay. Jump down here. Okay. To be fair, this server has probably been the best overall still so far. Oh, definitely. Our server is phenomenal compared to all of our past servers. I mean, King SMP Season 2 was probably well, not even really. I don't even think King SMP Season 2 came close. Um, King SMP Season 1 was probably the closest we've had to a server this good. And that was just because we had a lot of people online at the same time. But there were a lot of issues with it. That's for sure. She's active. We just need people inactive sometimes by herself. Yeah, exactly. Derek, me, or Bagels once in a while. Me, Unreal Flames, Nuggy, Anna sometimes. We need a team for this. Quest team, builder team, lore team, event team, keep people active team, etc. Basically, the problem is we have all these teams, right? We have the quest team, and I think that's still getting used a little bit. Build team is really, to be honest, as far as I know, mostly just Bionics. Um, Lore team was supposed to go somewhere, and then it kind of died. Event team, that's basically just Unreal, but we take suggestions, and then keep people active team. That's everybody. Everybody's on that same team, honestly. If you see somebody online and you think you can find something to do on the server, I'd appreciate if you guys can hop on or whatever. I don't know. I think it will give the server the best shot. But I do think off-stream events could help with off-stream activity. Oh, definitely. I think one major thing I've always wanted to do for the server was like do a collection event, kind of like how Apex has their thing where you have to like do a certain amount of kills and then it gives you insert Apex pack here or whatever. Say do something like mine 10,000 sand, or not even a select number, just mining sand. Whoever wins that event gets a prize of some type. And you could do first, second, third, so it's not dominated by people. That was our main concern earlier. Was like Theo would just grind it, right? But I mean, Theo quit now, so that's kind of like solved. But also, like, I think doing a top three would be the best bet for that anyway. Let me see. I think one thing that contributes is lack of connection to other players right when they join. Yeah, even if there's people online, they're not playing with them, so they join and pretty much just feel alone. Or alternatively, they're one of those and just leave after like 2 minutes of walking around, usually less. True, true. Basically, to explain my solution to that, we really need to get those outposts going. Um, at the very least, so somebody can join and go, hey, where do I go to build? We can at least point them in the right direction so they stop trying to teleport to me and then building in my area and then getting confused why I won't give them perms. Maybe having a more community focused area like those outposts and stuff where people have clear boundaries on where they can go in there and like where they can build. I think that would kind of help. And then people can build towns around the outpost. Hopefully, I would recommend for you guys to try and make a mini game. It's really cool. I've been thinking about mini games, but honestly, there's just there's so much that goes behind it, and I have to design the mechanics either on stream or off stream. I don't have time off stream, so if I do it on stream, then that takes up one stream of me designing it, and it's not going to be a very entertaining stream. Then I have to build it on stream, and then we'll end up playing it probably once on stream, and then outside of that, we'll probably never see it again. It's just hard for me to justify the time that I have to put into it in order for it to be entertaining. Plus, it has to be an actually fun idea, and I have ideas, they're just not fun. They'd be so basic compared to what we already have. Like, I thought about doing like some sort of gambling game, but then it's like I don't know if we really want that back there. It doesn't really fit the theming, I don't think. Um, Flames and King specifically, since you're the only ones that haven't. King, I have a mini game for you. It doesn't have to be redstone intensive. King of the Hill. You start working on a new event soon. Maybe a selector at the start cave where you can select where to start, so people wouldn't start spawn, but at one of the areas where people live. Because people wouldn't start spawn. Because the stuff all at spawn is really only stuff you interact with after you've been playing for a decent amount of time. True, true. So moving that and letting people start in a place that they can immediately start at would probably just be better. So I just move the spawn cave back and plug up the entrance. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. But I think if we do that, we do need to we do desperately need to yeah, build the areas. um we'll get around to that eventually, right? I keep telling myself, hey, I need to kind of work on some ideas for it, but I'm also like, I know I've said this a couple of times today. I know it looks like I'm not busy. I know it looks like I'm not busy, but trust me, I am doing a lot of things. Um, I am doing a lot of things behind the scenes. I between let's see, my new series that's supposed to come out. I want to have a 2 episode launch for that, honestly. But the intro for that is a lot more intensive than what I really wanted it to be. But I think it'll overall make it a better series. And I'm going to pair that with a really nice outro as well. I want it to feel high production quality while still being just me editing it because I'm cheap. Um, and then I have that. I have thousands. It feels like thousands. It's hundreds of VODs that I have to go through. I'm gonna try to make a list for Unreal, so if he wants to do some of those VODs, he can. Um, we'll probably just start on one end and work our way out. I'll work on some of those on the weekends if I can. I need to work on a podcast episode at some point with Unreal. Um, I have I have 2 podcasts I have to schedule for the next couple of months. That's terrifying. Um gosh, I forgot I have to do those. Um I have my secret channel that I have overlooked to like no extent that man has ever seen. And I feel horrible about it cuz I really wanted to dedicate time to that project, and then I just ended up being busy. And then let me think. What else? Oh, the Who's Your Daddy videos. There's gonna be like 5 of those. I have almost finished one of them. I've almost finished one of them. And it's been like 2 months now since we played the game. So that's pretty sad. I'm not gonna lie. That progress I was expecting to go by a lot faster, and it just didn't. Um, so yeah, I'm a busy dude. I'm a busy dude. Um, I've got plans though. I really do. It's just like I said, it'll get there when we get there, and that sucks to have as the answer. I hate giving that as the answer. Honestly, I kind of cringe at it. But I am doing things. I promise. It's not just me goofing off behind the scenes. I have I mean, I laid out a full on 4-year plan, which I think I still pulled up. Let me see. No I don't. Let me pull it up really quick. Like, to give you guys an idea of what I've got going on right now, I have a Twitch trailer that's kind of in the early writing phase. I have my 24-hour stream that I'm trying to plan because at any moment we could have to do it. And my exercise bike never came in. I gotta kind of track that down and figure out a time to go get that. The RNG championships, I just gotta decide if I'm actually gonna do it at this point because I would like to. I thought it was a fun idea, but at the same time, there's I'm trying to think of how to scale it up and make it more fun and interesting without becoming dull within the first, 30 minutes. Like I feel like the first one kind of became dull very quickly. So, yeah. There's that YouTube channels. I'm trying to get the Minecraft channel like actually running and self-sufficient so I can focus more on other things. I'm trying to secure a collab for a Minecraft video. I haven't figured that out yet. I need to actually get my butt into rebranding it. Like, I gotta actually put in a new profile picture. I gotta make a new banner. I've gotta do I probably gotta redo my description of the channel, and I might even rename it and then make another channel that does have the @King Regnog, and that would probably be my host channel. At the end of the day, that'll be kind of like my. Think of it kind of like how Mr. Beast has all of his channels. So there's like Mr. Beast, and then there's Mr. Beast Gaming, and you know, Mr. Beast Philanthropy. King Regnog would be the host channel, and then it would split out into all the other channels. Would be the idea. Um, but that's way down the line. But it might just be better to rebrand it now. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, oh yeah, King SMP video. I have the Deep Dark video I need to get done. Gosh, I am just now looking at some of these projects that I said I need to do. I need to work on getting caught up on my VODs. We're about a month behind. I'm horrible about that. I got a couple podcast episodes I need to schedule. My secret channel, I need to get some branding done for that. And then I have to remake all of the forms. Oh, gosh. Okay, yeah, that's gonna take some time. We need to get that done. We need to get some of them done anyway. Not all of them. At least a couple of them. Just a couple. Google Forms, yeah. We took all of those off of the, we stopped receiving applications on them so we could fix them because a lot of people were just filling them out wrong or kind of not really giving us what we wanted out of the answers. So we're going to try to make it very hyper specific. I need to make a survey for King SMP, like an actual survey, a proper survey. We did one about the events and what you guys are enjoying about that, I think. Did we ever send that out? I can't remember if we ever sent that out. We need to start planning out some of our monthly events again. I want to try to stay ahead of the game if we can. We got to figure out kind of about how long we want King SMP Season 3 to last. We got to plan out all of our outposts. We got to make more spawn buildings to fill up the area. More YouTube content. More quests monthly, which isn't even my problem, but I still stress over some of this stuff. Look for more staff members, which I don't really know if we need. We just need more helpers, but not necessarily helpers in the traditional sense. We just need people to help out with, like, filling in the rest of spawn or coming up with some ideas for the outposts or finishing up the subway. Just kind of finishing some of these projects. We need to implement something to encourage people to vote for the server on MinecraftServers.org. Because that is where we're getting some of our players, but it's not where we're getting confused with another King SMP, basically. And it would make me so happy if we were beating them. And then I have to finish all of my projects, and then we'll just scroll into King SMP for next year. I'll show you guys. All right, I won't show you, but I'll tell you guys what that would look like. Let's see. Then we got to start looking into Season 4. When about do we want to try to think about starting that in a theoretical end time? If we need to have upgraded hardware, so I know if I need to save up some money. I've got to, finish the outposts, because we're not going to finish them this year, that's for sure. Oh, gosh. Finish spawn. More YouTube stuff. I have, it looks like 12 projects on the list. I want to make the SMP sustainable, either by doing Patreon or merch or cosmetics that you can buy in-game. I want to make a roadmap for you guys so you can actually see that I do have a plan, because I really do want you guys to know that I do have a plan here. I'm not just, actually bumbling around like an idiot. I promise you, there's a plan behind the scenes. I promise you. There is a plan right now. Um, it's just there's so much that I have to do because I don't. There's not really a way I can just hand that off to some people. Like Unreal can do a lot of it, and he does a lot of it for me. Unreal actually does most of this for me, and I am so thankful for that. I mean, he does the quests, he does most of the event work. He just kind of gets the green light from me, and I let him do it. Um, and he kind of helps plan out the community projects. But I can't hand off my projects, and that's kind of what draws in the people initially. Um, the roadmap is really something I should do, but it's a lot of work to get those things done. The merch is something I feel like is something close to me that I should do, but that's a whole problem in and of itself. And I have some ideas for some merch, but I don't know if we'll actually get around to it. Speaking of merch, I do want to show you guys something. I bought something, and I want to know what you guys think. So I just bought this shirt. Um, I saw it was on sale, and I was like, "Hey, this looks really sick." And I bought it for $10, and I bought my brother one for $10. I walked out under 20 because I had a coupon. Technoblade shirt. I mean, who doesn't want a Technoblade shirt, right? I'm really proud of it. It's actually comfy. I was kind of worried it was gonna be low quality because a lot of it goes to help the charity, Sarcoma Foundation of America, and I was like, yeah, I mean, it might be low quality, but it's only $10. No, it's actually nice. It's actually really nice. Um, yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna buy a Pognog shirt. Honestly, I want to take that thing off, and then I want to come up with new merch designs. I want to make a specific line of merch for King SMP. I think that is one thing I really want to do. And Unreal and I were kind of talking about it at one point about maybe doing like 3D prints of some of the Minecraft King SMP builds and then having that as a collection of some kind. But I don't know if we really got super far in on the idea. Because I want to keep them in scale with each other, and some of those builds are huge, and some of them are small. I'd have to figure that out. Oh, uh, anyway, to finish off the idea here, kind of drive home the point. On year 3, so in 2 years, my plan for King SMP is we're gonna upgrade the server even more. We're gonna have more staff members. It looks like 270 a year. That might actually be including paying some of the staff, like possibly paying Unreal and paying maybe somebody to do plugins for us, possibly. And the reason I say that is because in year 3, um, that's when I want to like launch the King server network. Like we're talking huge, huge project there, where it includes King SMP, but it's gonna add things like mini games, and then I it might integrate in with another SMP that I want to start at some point, and maybe doing some things like Skyblock, kind of make it your one-stop shop for servers is kind of the idea. But I don't know how to get that far yet. But in 2 years down the road, that's kind of what I want to do. And then 3 years down the road, King SMP gets really wild. It gets really, really wild. Um, yeah, that's we're looking at launching a brand new season, hopefully season infinity of King SMP, so I don't have to go through that again. Um, and then SMP should be sustainable. We'll have goals for it, so people can know, oh yeah, what I'm doing right now is supporting it. I honestly, we need to have like a huge brainstorming session for King SMP monetization. I don't want to have to monetize King SMP, but I think there's a couple of things we need from it. Because as of right now, King SMP costs me $120. I want to say. Let me double check that. I think it went up in price recently. Let's see. I run the 6 gig plan. Yeah, this is gonna be actually a little expensive. It costs me $180 a year, so it's not bad. I mean, if I could get 18 people to do $10 a month plan for Patreon, which would come with me a couple of fancy little things, it would cover it no problem. And that's the idea. And 3 years time, I think we'll have people that can do that. But as of right now, the server, I have lots of plans for it. I have lots of plans, but I don't know. Anyway, let me back it up here. I kind of went off on a complete tangent and didn't read what you guys are saying. Let's see. Even just starting point, we should pick one right now to start on. What theme? Desert maybe could be cool. I mean, we just have to figure out what build styles we really feel comfortable with building, and then we can kind of move on from there. What if you enable RTP so people can build away from everyone else, but make the cooldown like 3 weeks, so you have still need to explore, but you can get out of spawn easy. Haven't tried anything with desert / sand really this season. Spawn flames. RTP was a thing last season, and I mean, yeah, we could add a 3-week cooldown, and that might help it. But I would be a little bit worried still that somebody finds a way to abuse it inevitably, or they RTP and then get mad because they thought they could RTP an infinite amount of times or whatever. Honestly, if we could, I know there's a way to do it. If we do an RTP, I would probably just set it so it only goes within like 1,000 blocks or something like that, and then call it a day there. We need a 4-player minigame at some point. Mario Kart with pigs. I would probably do ice boats. Honestly, that might not be bad. Kind of like whatever it is in MCC. They have a boat race. My frames are so incredibly smooth. Yes, just like my brain. Can you want to try out my minigame? Maybe sometime in a little bit. We'll see. Google Forms, I can help. I'm good at them. Just tell me what they need, and I will create them. I mean, Unreal and I can do them. We just have to think about what's helpful information, and that's the tough thing. A lot of the time, it feels like when we're gathering information from people, it comes back useless. No offense to you guys. Some of you are really good at filling those out. Some of you give us way more information than we could ever want. And then some of you answer these questions like they're very basic one-word question and answers. And we're looking for information. And, it's rough. Unreal and I will probably work on that at some point soon. We need to have a mod meeting, honestly. We have a lot of work to set up at some point. So we'll see. We'll see when that happens. I think I'm a helper. Homie already. Unreal, can you make repeatable quests not become unlocked by completing quest tiers? I need the Wither Rose one. Wither Rose 1 is only normal. I would buy merch. I might change it to unlock to next difficulty after you finish the category, but not right now. I mean, I'm glad you like the idea of merch, Flames. I just don't know what kind of stuff you guys would be interested in. Like, I've thought about some t-shirt designs. Like, I actually have a good design to show you guys. I don't have one made yet, but I want to show you what it would look like. It would be something similar to this. Let's see if I can find it. This. Like a blueprint design of like maybe a couple of King SMP bases. Um, that's like one design idea I have. Um, and then like I said, I was thinking about doing like miniature, you know, statues of some of those builds for my 3D printer. Um, but I always worry about doing 3D printer stuff and selling it because I feel like if it breaks, then I have to be responsible for making a new one, and those 3D prints can break really easy, and they can take a long time to make, and I don't know what the right. It's a piece of plastic. It only costs me like 5 cents of plastic to make it, but at the same time, the time it takes to make it, and then the honestly, the most expensive part of anything 3D printing wise is shipping it to people. It costs like $10 to ship anything to anybody, and it is annoying to no end. I hate it so much. Um, that and paint. Paint sucks. Hey, bro, how's it going? Hey, Delta, how's it going? Good to see you, man. It's going well here. We're just kind of talking about some ideas to help keep my Minecraft server up and running and alive. So we were just kind of talking about merch ideas just to kind of raise funds for it, but most of them are kind of just silly ideas. I mean, we could always do a coffee mug. Those always sell well, right? Let's see. Let me catch up here. W shirt. Um, everything in the shop should be half price on Unreal Day. My minigame would look like a Twinkie. The only shops that I don't own are Nuggies, Kings, basically dead at this point. Bionics, not fully stocked. Flames of Bagels, not open. Yeah, I'm thinking about changing out my shop for something else. We'll see. We shall see. Um, or I guess Bagels is open now. Money. There's a lot of really simple plugins that, as far as I can tell, don't exist but fit a very specific need. Yes. There's a lot of plugins that we should have, or that should exist and just don't. The hardest part with this server is we could add some really fun plugins, but they wouldn't work on Bedrock. True. And if we get rid of Bedrock at this point, we would kind of be shooting ourselves in the foot. That's kind of like one of our big things is you can play with your friends, even if they don't have Java. Like, I feel like that's a huge selling point at the moment until, eventually we get the bridge crossed and, they actually do allow Bedrock and Java crossplay by default. But I feel like we're years away from that. Any monetization that happens will not affect anyone that chooses not to pay anything at all. Don't worry. Yeah. The monetization, that would be more so. So there's going to be the goodwill people who just want to support the server, and so they feel like it's worth paying, and so they'll get like the Patreon rank, where it costs $2 a month to have. And then you have the people a step above that who say pay $5 a month, and they have access to pets before everybody else. So, they get each pet a month earlier, or something like that. And then your $10 one, they have access to maybe a secret warp where I end off my streams at, or something. I don't know. Can I get free access for being a very active person and a builder on the server? I feel staff members should have free access. If we do Patreon, we'll let everyone that plays right now join for free forever. Yes. I wasn't more so talking about Patreon as the only way on. More so just talking about adding benefits so people would support it that way. I mean, obviously, as we get bigger as a community, yeah, if I just ran a personal Patreon and then said, if you guys pay however much a month, you get access to the server as well, that would be a thing. And I would let every current player who does play a decent amount, I would let them play still. Um, but yeah. Uh, I think the starting place chooser would work. We just got to get the places built at least started. My alt is on pocket. Real. We have friends. We have friends, do we? Do we have friends? To be honest, you could do a $1 a month and you'll make profit. So that's the thing. If I were self-hosting, like one of my friends actually does do self-hosting, and he's got a great operation going. He can do the $1 a month and make a profit. Um, However, for me, my server costs $15 a month to run. So if I could get 15 people to sign up for the $1 a month plan, I'd actually probably have to have 16 people because Patreon takes their own cut out of that. I don't know how big of a cut it is, but then I could offset the costs, but I'd be breaking even. But it has been something that's been weighing on my mind recently because I know I can't just keep sitting here and losing money on the server because there is a little bit of pressure behind the scenes about keeping up with my funds. There was a little bit of a financial crisis last week. I'm not gonna lie to you, and it wasn't just because I bought Starfield. I promise. It was only half because I bought Starfield. The other half came from my mom finally was like, "Hey, can you pay the bills?" Cause I run on the family plan for a lot of our insurance and stuff, and so I pay my share of it, and um, and that all came due at once, and it was like 950 for that. And then on top of that, it was I saw Starfield and then these T-shirts, and it all just kind of lined up at really bad timing. And one could argue it was poor financial choices on my behalf, and you would be absolutely 100% correct. And I still have money for another year's worth of King SMP. That's not a concern right now. The main concern, though, is how long can I shell out money for King SMP before it becomes a problem? And the answer is, I don't know. I do not know. I mean, I've got like a plan that I really don't want to disclose because I don't want you guys to be a little bit worried about it. Because it's a little bit concerning the second you start talking about work and stuff outside of what I'm currently doing. I do a lot of streaming. That's what I consider my main source of income at the moment, but it's a little bit terrifying to talk about, possibly doing other things on top of that. Considering I hardly have time for what I do now, how in the world would I have more time to do all the other things? And that's something I haven't quite found peace with yet. I'm gonna get there eventually, and I don't know if we'll have to actually do that, but it has been something I've had to look at in the past, and thankfully we haven't had to mess with it yet. Re-out me, I'm trying to do things. I think you have permission for that, don't you? There you go. You look lame, and I don't even need to see you, bruh. Let's see. I need... Typing on a tablet. I need more stone. Let's go to upstairs. I need to make a... I guess I need to make a creeper and sugarcane farm. That way I have my own source of rockets, because I'm kind of at the point now where, it's not that I don't want to buy rockets, it's just I keep running out of rockets at the worst possible times, and then, nobody has them in stock or whatever. And so it's like, oh, I can't even just go buy them right now. I have to scrounge together some resources at the moment and see what I can make. So it may not hurt to just quickly make a rocket farm. And I could sell rockets. I mean, I feel like the market is a little bit oversaturated for it, but I could do it. Same deal with golden carrots. That's kind of like another thing. I really wanted to have a shop this season because I was like I was trying to be determined to actually like participate in the economy and all that stuff, and then it just didn't work out in pretty much any fashion of the word. My shop became a little hard to run. I could barely keep up with it. And then the books that were selling out just were a pain in the butt to get. And I mean, they're changing all the villager trades now, so like that's actually a market. Oh gosh, who left the door open? Ah, okay. Whose is this? Is this mine? That is mine. I placed that a while ago. Anyway, I'm just like I'm finding that. How do I phrase this? I'm finding that what I'm doing isn't really enough to fix all the issues we're having. Um, and whether that be leadership problem, skill issue, that's, just the way the cookie crumbles, I don't know. I truthfully don't know, and I hate that I don't know. 'Cause I'd really like to give you guys answers and, provide like some insight into what goes on behind the scenes, but I thought I had the idea in my head on how to get this server off the ground and like actually functioning, and then everything just kind of changed and I can't really fix it. And I mean, I know I don't have to fix everything, but I feel like I do. I feel like I have to fix it because it is kind of my mess. It's a little bit of my mess. Oh, you are a problem. Okay. Um. Okay. Let's go home. And I guess I'll eat more potatoes. I'm trying to finish all of this stuff off. There's so many potatoes, though. Okay. So my plan here is I want to have my villager storage in here, like the fishermen. Find a nice way to imprison them and like some fancy cages or whatever. I don't know. We'll figure that out here in a minute. Yeah, we'll do that in here, and then over here, I want there to be the tunnel that like the villagers will take from the White Tower over here, and we'll see what happens with that. I guess. I just want this to look as dungeon-like as possible. That's the main goal. I'm also just now realizing there's no good way to get up. Hmm. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out here in a minute. Um. see, we could do the we can do the entrance there, and then maybe we can make the exit over here. So if the stopping station, say, comes from here, I don't know. Here, let's just quickly spectator mode this. Okay, that is actually the way it's supposed to come from. So imagine you have a tunnel that goes underground from here all the way over to here. More specifically, there's going to be like routing chambers and all that to make sure that every villager goes where they're supposed to go. Which I've got to figure out a full engineered system for that. But we'll kind of have like an underground system over here. And at some point, you'll have like a button that you can press, I guess, and then it would open up and let you swim out or something. I don't know. I'm just spitballing ideas. I want to do some redstone. That's kind of my point, though. Some redstone would kind of be nice. All right. I'm gonna be right back. I need to get up and stretch a little bit. I haven't slept. I just want to talk to you guys for a minute here. I haven't slept since when did I last sleep? Like 2 days ago. I had a chiropractor appointment this morning, and so I kind of just you know, sleep is kind of like, I don't enjoy sleeping to begin with, and so uh when you have a chiropractor appointment in the morning, it's easier to just not wake up in the morning because you just don't go to sleep. It sucks that that's the way I chose to handle it, but it worked out because let's see, I've had 2 cups of coffee, like 3 cups of tea, a little bit of chocolate. I've had sugar throughout the day to help keep me going. Um, but I'm like feeling that crash again. Um, but I need more water in my system for sure. Because otherwise, you know, I'm in for a world of disaster before long. Holy moly, dude, you should get some rest. I plan on sleeping a little bit tonight. Um, when tonight, we'll see. I have a lot of work to do. I probably have people I need to talk to tonight as well, because I haven't talked to any of my friends in like a week or two. And they're probably wondering about me, to be honest. I don't like being so elusive, but I have a habit of just disappearing on accident, and I need to get better about that. I, you know, I do have some character flaws, as it turns out. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. I'm gonna be right back. I need to, while I'm thinking about it, at some point, somebody remind me, we need to find some proper Be Right Back screen music, because I haven't had Be Right Back music in forever. Anyway, I will be right Okay, I'm back. How's it going, everybody? Um, you're good is what I meant to send. Take your time. We all have flaws, so no worries. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So where we left off, right? We're in this little dungeon thing. I need to kind of figure it out. I kind of think maybe doing like gravel and cobblestone. I don't know if those two would mix. Let's grab some cobblestone at the very least. I think cobblestone would look good for the floor. We'll do like some cobble, some mossy cobble. We'll grab some mossy stone brick. And kind of try to help mix it up a little bit. We gotta figure out a floor and then a ceiling at some point as well, which might just be spruce. We'll see. Um. Hmm. I need to get this build done so I can work on some other projects. Because, like, I don't like sticking to one project for too terribly long. I feel like this one's starting to get a little stale, at least for my personal taste. I mean, it's not the worst project, but it's still kind of like, I don't know, I don't want to work on that, like, every stream from now on. Anyway, can you come look at the mini games? It's almost like I was just planning to do something. 608 observer moment. Gosh. Why? For what purpose? For what purpose? Other than the mini games, obviously. But, like, why? Why? Why would you need that many? Let's see. Cobble Deep Slate wouldn't look good mixed with it. Hmm. Okay. Where's my cobblestone? Like, I had a ton of it, and now I don't have, like, any. Let's go home and grab some from there, I guess. It looks like there might not be much here as well. Okay. Oh, aha, I see. I have some now. Alright, slash back. Let me go ahead and put in the floor, and then I'll go check out the mini games. Otherwise, I'm not gonna ever remember to finish this floor, and I promised myself I would at least finish something today. Because I think the last couple times we played King SMP, we didn't get very far. Whether that be because of DDoSers, or because of time constraints. One thing I just realized is I know kind of why I'm tired. I'm coming off of that, like, that 13-hour stream, and I didn't ever really take any time to recoup any of that energy. We just kind of did it. I didn't plan for it. I didn't have any coffee before or after it. We just did it, and that may have been a mistake. Now that I think about it. On the bright on the bright side, Starfield was good. Like that was the highlight of that stream. I mean, we waited a minute, but we had Starfield and it was perfect. Oh, there goes Flames. Add beer back. All right, sounds good, Delta. Can I help you? Oh, okay. Cool. I guess. I don't know, man. I have a flames head. I suppose that's neat. Okay. All right. Give me 1 second. I need a cough drop. Back. Welcome back, Delta. Also, I was thinking about Starfield for a second. Um, I've heard your favorite shooting buddy is Sarah. I mean, I don't judge. I punch my companions very often. So I mean, I can't judge. But I guess she's a little bit bulletproof. She's got a hard head. She walked right out from me. The clip was beautifully framed. Just the way she slid across the screen as you shot. Ah, it was beautiful. It was actually awesome. Like I was dying of laughter when I was watching it. Cece told me about it. I was like, man, you gotta send that to me right now, man. It's hilarious and awful all at the same time. On the bright side, she wasn't mad at you. Hopefully. She always got mad at me whenever I was, like, shooting people I wasn't supposed to, but I guess that doesn't include her. It always bothered me, though, if I made her mad, because she wouldn't fight with me. She would just kind of walk away, and I was like, man, you're gonna let me die? Kind of messed up. But no, yeah, it was a beautiful clip. Definitely one of my like top 10 clips from Starfield. Probably, honestly, top 3 so far. It was a very good clip. Okay. This isn't bad. It just isn't great either. What do we need to fix it? So, if I were to fix this hallway, um, I know. Cages. So you put iron bars across this, we'll have a cage in here with like a jail for a villager. And so what that could include is over here. Like that. Yeah, and then there will be a couple of jail cells throughout here as well. We'll do those in a minute. First, I want to figure out the roof situation in here. It looks like we're probably just going to go stone brick. And I just got to figure out how I'm going to support said stone brick. Otherwise, it's going to look a little bit strange. Summon circle? Oh, gosh. Okay. Ceiling is done in here. I think it needs some sort of supports, which we'll figure out here in a second. First, I said I would go check out the minigame area. Okay, pathways are new. I can get behind this. I do like the pathway. Battleship is nice. Um... Okay, this is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, this is actually a pretty neat little design. That's not new. And then Bionics has been busy. Ask Bionics to build here. And ask Bionics to build here. King, they're bullying me. Help. Listen, man. Unreal bullies who reruns. Closed on 9/10 to 9/12. Opens on 9/12 at 5 p.m. EST. Single player forward on. Backwards equals off. Disables P2. Hey, Sky Diamond Lady, how's it going? Welcome back. Good to see you. So this is the parkour game that Bionics has been working on. And it looks like it's pretty nice. I like the central, like, viewing area. It almost reminds me of, like, Death Run. Like that really old Minecraft minigame that people are playing, but without, like, the buttons to ruin everybody's day. But it's pretty neat. Ooh, that's a pain. The slime jumps can be annoying. And then, best times book. Looks like nobody has put in their best times yet. Nice. I'm liking how this looks, Bionics. You did a good job. It's okay. There has been fire smoke in my province, and I've been getting sick from it. I'm sorry to hear that. Get major headaches and feel sick to my stomach. Well, I hope that all clears up soon for you. Be sure to be drinking lots of water if you can, and just stay safe. 1v1 Unreal. I don't know if I really want to. I've been making good progress on my build. I've been doing, like, you know, a lot with my build, really. That's what my mom said. Drink lots of fluids. Absolutely. Lots of water and rest. Rest. Do a lot of rest. I know, I mean, to be entirely honest with you guys, today I have been lightheaded. And I think I know what that's from. It's due to not sleeping for 2 days and then caffeine plus more caffeine. Because I'm not just taking regular coffee, I'm taking like espresso, which has a little bit more caffeine packed into it. And then, you know, a little more caffeine from tea. And then not a ton of water, and I guess I've not been breathing properly. I should specify. I'm breathing. I'm just not breathing properly. You should live more. I would like to. I would really like to. But I noticed while I was in the car with my mom, going back from the chiropractor's appointment, there's like this moment where like I can feel like the air passageways in my nose and my mouth are kind of just like, you know, you're not getting any air today. I'm like, oh gosh, it comes through just so slightly, and I feel like I'm absorbing so very little of it. Okay, fine. I'll do it. I'll do it. But yeah, that I don't know if that's a thing that happens or not. Like I've never seen anybody else like have that issue where they. Oh, okay, I see. I thought it was just an easy jump. Oh wait, what? Oh, so you should make sure no effects. I don't have any effects. You guys said this was gonna take a couple of minutes. I don't know about that. Oh, I put my wings in there. Oops. That's fine. I'll get that later. My game crashed from shift clicking the boat. Scam. Well, I mean, that's what you get for playing modded, man. I'm sorry. You should just, get good, I guess. Oh. Hmm. Dang it. Ow. Oh. Oh. It's just far enough. Okay. I thought for sure. Could do that or use slime. Yeah. Oh, it is so close. Okay. I'm not a huge fan of that jump, I'm gonna be honest. It's possible. Yeah, I know. It's just an annoying jump to make. I was never one for parkour anyway. Mostly because of the roof. Yeah. I was never one for parkour anyway. Like, Parkour Warrior on, like, MCC Island, I can do that, because it's, like... It's not, like, the worst, I guess. But it's not... It's not my favorite, either. King 1, well, I mean, Unreal loses, so, I mean, L, imagine. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I was gonna say, I need to go get those, but we're all good. Get good, he said. Well, imagine needing mods. Like, just honestly, get better PC, bro. I do like the minigame area. I just don't really think I have any value to add to it right now. Like, maybe after I finish some of my base work, maybe I'll come up with something. Capture the flag. Maybe. I don't know. I don't want to do, like, something huge. I don't want to do something huge. I just want to do something small for my first game anyway. Yeah, but I don't know what it would be. I do need to get back to my build. As much as I would love to play Battleship, I used to enjoy it playing, like, as a kid. I do have things I must do. Okay. We're just gonna leave it alone. Village, right. I have a mini game idea, but the engineering behind it is going to be a pain in my butt. It would build off the mechanics that we kind of discussed earlier about possibly doing a Doom mini game, but like less Doom and just more so mob brawler dungeon crawler kind of thing. Like Minecraft dungeons, but in Minecraft kind of deal. Um, Zombie spawners available, King. I would honestly, I don't know if I would need it because I would probably just build like a toggleable mob farm, a general mob farm, and then use that in the build. And then I just gotta make sure I sort the mobs properly, which the ones I would be using. Hmm, it would be. Hmm, it would be easy enough. Gotta make sure it's in claim so creepers don't break the blocks. True, we could either do that or I would just have to sort the creepers out so they don't even end up in the game. There's ways to do it. We'll figure it out when I get around to it. If I get around to it. That's the more likely thing. And that one's going to take a lot of designing. I mean, that's a big game. Very big game. Okay. Let me think. I'm kind of trying to imagine what I want this to really look like. Hmm. So, like, imagine like this sort of thing, maybe. It's not the worst. So then that tunnel would kind of go out into its own little thing. Hmm. Then it would have like a lonely little rail that leads up to something like this. Where home. I'll take some smooth stone like this. So kind of come right here. And I just gotta figure out a way to properly stop it from going anywhere, I guess. I don't know. Hmm. I don't like that. Um, I just gotta figure out how I want this interior to really look, because this is gonna be a pain in my butt. That's 100% certain. I got Mario Lego ad. What the heck? I didn't even know that was a thing. King, what? You've played IRL Battleship before, right? Yes, I have. Hmm. So if we do that, that's ugly. Well, maybe not. Hang on. Home village, right? And then over here, I think I have it. I don't know. We'll see. Not here. Yeah, I think after we finish this village, I need to work on like either a general mob farm or just a creeper and paper farm. Well, I thought I had it up here, but I guess I didn't. Thought I had some stone slabs or smooth stone slabs, but it appears that is not the case. I do have iron bars though, so we'll take those. Yeah, okay. Let's get down there. I kind of like this jail dungeon theme kind of feel, and it doesn't feel terrible. Like, a lot of my builds, I feel like just lack things. This one doesn't necessarily feel that way. Um, I got Minecraft Lego added. Jeez. Getting targeted with all the Lego. I like Lego, so it's fine. Fair enough. Lego is really cool. I just wish it wasn't so expensive. Like, I could get behind Lego so much more often if it just didn't cost me an arm and a leg. The question is, where did I put my... Oh, it's right here. I'm blind. Okay. Yeah, it's not the worst. I don't know why they can't just add a stair variant of this block. Like, gosh, it is a nice block. You could do it. Trust me. It would look just fine. And wall, yes, thank you. Glad I'm not crazy. We also need a quartz wall. Yes, agreed. It's perplexing why we don't have that already. Home. Same with regular stone walls. Exactly. The inconsistency, man. I feel like we deserve a little bit better. Hire me, Mojang. Hmm. Where? Oh, it's in my inventory. I'm blind sometimes. So I do one there, one here, here, here. I don't know. That doesn't really work. It would be really cool to work for a company that created the game that shaped your childhood, kind of like Mojang. That used to be my dream job. Back when I was a kid, that was kind of what I wanted to do, was just be a video game developer, and then that did not come through to fruition. Um, I found out I much rather just play the game rather than make the game. Takes a lot of skill. True, it does. I did a little bit of game dev as a young one. I was 7 when I started learning, so it was a little bit over my head, so I didn't quite grasp everything. Then I tried again when I was middle school, and that went about just as good as you'd expect. And then I tried again after that, and it was not bad. It just didn't go anywhere. And then I was gonna do some with Lunar, some game dev with Lunar, and then he became busy, and then I became busier. Like every time I've tried to get into it, just busy. Can't can't fix it, I guess. You are what you are. And some people were just born to be busy, like me, I guess. We'll do that, and then I hate Geometry Dash. Imagine still playing Geometry Dash in 2023. I love Meltdown. I haven't even looked at Geometry Dash in like a long time. A really, really long time. Hmm. Meltdown, Light World, and Sub Zero. I have no idea what any of that means. Never mind, Sub Zero is the best. Hmm. Okay. Why does he want me? Yes. How may I help you? Behold, the scare phantom made to keep the phantoms away. It doesn't work. What am I looking at? What's up? Other than this, Gerv. There's a little bit of Gerv here. It doesn't work. Oh, that's sad. You know what does work? Laying your head on a pillow. You should try it sometime. I'm just throwing it out there. Hitting that sub and bell, absolutely. That works 100% of the time. Let's go. Hit the bell. That works. It's been confirmed. It works, guys. It works. If you guys just subscribe and hit the bell, which I don't know how you're going to do that on Twitch. But, on Twitch, if you sub with your Prime subscription, you could very much get I don't know. You can scare away the phantoms, I guess. It'll work. If you just do exclamation mark YT though, it'll take you to my YouTube channel. And yeah, I dig hitting that follow button. Heck yeah. Um, the Gerv Corp respect the Gerv Corporation. I okay. Okay. I don't know what any of that means. Oh. Don't, no. I don't want it in my inventory. Oh gosh. Everybody's just like, no, that's hot potato, man. We ain't doing that one. Oh gosh. And there goes Unreal. Imagine shift clicking. I actually don't know. That's what happened this time, but 90% of the time when he leaves, it's because he accidentally shift clicked and then it crashed his game or whatever. He did not. He actually got off. How dare he? King, what? What do you need? I'm in the middle of like fighting for demonetization. Oh yeah, I've dropped things in there before. It's kind of funny. I've also looked at stealing things from in there. Um, don't question it. I didn't steal anything, but I've thought about it. The head was in there. Was it really? That's beautiful. Only builders allowed to open though. Ah, I see. I see. I need to start writing out some more projects for the builders to do. Other than just like the obvious ones that are currently ongoing, but since it is a builder-based donation box, fair. That makes sense. Okay. So let me see. Um, if we do, okay. So I guess what I'm imagining here is these would all be barrels. And then maybe we do stone brick like that. Hmm. I don't know, man. Sometimes it's better not to ask. Hmm. Okay. So I gotta get going, get some sleep, dude. Will do, Delta. Thank you so much for popping in. I appreciate it. Oh, well, well, well. I'm going for the night. I have to speedrun homework. I forgot about. Oh, gosh. Good luck, Unreal. Good luck. Okay, I have an idea here. So, only a couple of these. I don't know. Let me see. What are fishermen supposed to sell nowadays? You're welcome. See you later. Awesome. Will do, man. I will try to catch one of your next streams, hopefully soon. I'd like to pop in and say hello again. Let's see. Minecraft fishermen. What kind of trades do they got? MinecraftMax.net. Is this the new wiki? I think it is. Let's see. So they buy string, salmon, boats, coal, tropical fish, more boats, and raw cod and puffer fish. And they will sell you bucket of cod, cooked salmon, enchanted fishing rod. I don't know how I feel about this new site. I think this is supposed to be the new Minecraft wiki, is minecraftmax.net, but I don't know. What kind of enchantments would the fishing rod have? I guess Luck of the Sea 1 is what they're showing. Okay. So it's more so just to have them than anything else. Okay, we're fine. Well, I can work with this. Fight for the funny. Spawn in bed. I should get a new bow first. Look, nah, no bows. I like bows. Okay. So I need to get 4 barrels, and then we'll have those. Then I'll run some track, I guess. I'm curious. If I just take this in a straight line, where does that put us? Puts you right in the entryway. Gosh. Okay. Hmm. I'd like to, I guess, get the tunnel running today. That's not something I thought I was going to be doing anytime soon, but we're going to do the tunnel really quick. I say quick. It's not going to be very quick. It's going to be a pretty slow process. That's adventure mode. There we go. Survival. I should have checked my coordinates when I was over there just to see how far about I need, or just around about how far I needed to go in order to be close enough. Okay. Feels like I've been streaming for like 4 hours right now, but it's only been 2. I mean, at my normal start time, it would have been 4 hours, so I guess that's something. Hmm. I don't know. Close are we? Not too terribly far, but not really too terribly close either. I guess we'll just kind of keep going here. We can't. We're gonna have to finish digging out the rest. gonna take a quick break here in a second. Might try to find something to eat really quick. Nothing too big though, just something small. We'll see. Hmm. I don't have too much farther to go here. We're just gonna finish off this strip, and then we'll take a quick break. Okay, there we go. Let's back it up. Let me cook. Okay. Oh, hello. There we go. I will be right back. Give me a couple seconds here, a couple minutes really, and I'll see you then. I've been in an ongoing war in my house. Every time I think I'm safe, I find these little guys, and they don't stop coming. Now, in this case, they're spiders. Which means I did not get them all like I thought I did initially. And I have plenty, and I mean it when I say plenty, of uh, wolf spiders in my house. And I've tried to kill so many of them. I've killed so many, at least 7 so far. I killed one big one, but at this point, I'm questioning if I got the right one because now there's little ones. Um, and if there's little ones, that means you could have an upward of hundreds of these guys in my house, and that's a terrifying thought because I only ever find them in my room. Like there was one time I found it in a bathroom, and outside of that, I haven't seen any more. It laid babies. Did you squish a mama spider? Not yet. Apparently, I killed one like a month ago. I killed a spider, but it didn't have any babies crawling around on its back, so I don't think it was the mama spider. It didn't have like a large abdomen either, so like I don't think it was. I don't think it was female. So all the ones I've killed so far haven't even prepared me for the final boss. Actually, my guess is if she did manage to lay the babies somewhere, um, it's very likely that she's dead now and was feasted upon by her children. So there's at least that, but that would explain why they're getting big. Like they're now like they're small, but they're not as small as they would be if they were babies. I don't know what they're feeding on though. Um, and that's what scares me because wolf spiders hunt. That's what they do. They don't wait, they hunt. And that's what I've caught all of them doing when I find them. They are crawling up my walls looking for something. And they're on a pretty decent track. And it seems like they hide somewhere over there on that wall. I haven't quite figured out exactly where they're coming from yet, but I'm probably gonna do some digging tonight. And if I find hundreds upon hundreds of spiders, you will never hear from me again. Your house is an orphanage of spiders. Oh gosh. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much. Um. Whoa. Okay. Um. I need to clean this. They crawl on you while you sleep. Oh, I know. One bit me in my sleep a couple days ago, or not a couple days ago. I guess it was a couple months ago now. But it left a nice little bump on my back. I was like, man, that hurt. It didn't hurt, but it was uncomfy. And if I put pressure on it, it did hurt. And it was just in a really inconvenient spot. Anytime I sat down in my chair, I could feel it. And I thought I killed the one, but I guess not. I mean, I'm glad they're not living in my sheets. We just cleaned out all... We like, washed all my bedding. And so I'm, like, fairly confident they're not living in my sheets. So that's at least something, right? Yet? Oh, gosh. Don't say that. Don't say that. Hello, Psychopath. How's it going? Welcome on in. Good to see you. We found a spider in my house again, and this has been like the 7th or 8th one so far. And I think it's time to actually like declare this as a state of emergency or a war. Either of the two will suffice for me. Um, but yeah, I'm unsure of where to go with it at this point. Like I've killed so many of them, and they just keep coming back. So I don't know how many I'm supposed to kill before like I just like give up and let them just live their life. Hmm. Make sure we're all clean on this side as well. We're good. Awesome. Okay. I just need to make this as the right size, I guess. So it's gonna be that big and probably this large as well. Oh no. I love when the spiders crawl in your ears and move around. Ew. Ew, you made it worse. You made it so much worse. Wow, you are a evil creature. I'm just throwing that out there, man. Let's see. If we do this. Okay. Even better when they lay eggs inside. Yeah, exactly. I think you're getting an Astro. How's it going, by the way? Good to see you. And lay eggs, and hundreds of small spiders crawl out your nose and go down your neck. Pure horror movie stuff. I love the part where they, like, explode out of your chest. Honestly, 10 out of 10 would do again. You guys are disturbing, but you know what? I'm here for it. I appreciate it. Where your eye pops and hundreds of spiders come out. Oh yeah, my favorite. Like, who doesn't like spending their day with spiders crawling out of their eyes? Candy, candy, yay! Eye candy. Just saying. I'm just saying. There's opportunity there. Candy, okay. Well, you see. Except you have no candy. I don't have candy, but you know what I do have? Sugar. And I have quite a decent chunk of it anyway. I have one, two, three. I should have some more packets, but I don't see them. Well, we'll have one of my packets of sugar. Oh, lovely, an ad. I will wait for that to pass, and then we'll do another packet of sugar here. Gosh. I was walking around my Walmart earlier today with my mom. We were trying to kill some time while we were waiting for restaurants to open for lunch. And so we walked around Walmart, and I saw that they had their Halloween candy out. Um, One thing I saw was Feastables. They're doing snack-sized Feastable assortment packs of for Halloween. I didn't know they did those or that they were planning on doing them. I don't know if they have done those in the past. I think Feastables has been around for since last Halloween at least. So I've never seen those before, so I thought it was kind of interesting. But also it reminded me I might be able to pick up some Halloween candy after Halloween and get like a nice discount on that. You know how it is. You know how it is. All right. Anyway, sugar time. Here we go. There was something clumpy in that sugar. Um, Yum, spider. That's kind of what was passing through my head as I was chewing it. I'm like, I hate this. I hate every second of it. King, come watch. What are you guys doing? Fighting? I see, I see. At the Coliseum? Yeah? Okay. Alright, I'll watch. I'll watch. Let me just get over where I need to be. Wee. Alright. Who wants to be the first to jump? Oh, there goes Bionics. Oh, there goes Flames. Ooh. Battle. Oh. Easy. To be fair, I think Bionics was wearing his wings, so he didn't have quite as much protection, I suppose. Oh. There he goes again. How does it feel? Oh my gosh. Somebody's turning into a little bit of a super villain. Oh. Something's going down. Somebody's gonna die. Oh, somebody popped a totem. Question is, was it a good totem or not? If it's a quest totem, rip. Ah, a potion of some type. I think that was a potion of strength, but I don't really know the new colors, to be honest. I keep telling myself I need to learn the new potion colors in order to, like, attempt to remember how the game is played and all that. I can't remember the new potion colors. Everything looks the same to me, I'm gonna be honest. It's triple. Wow. Alright, well. I'll let you guys go one more time here. I'll watch. Oh. Hey, welcome Raiders. How's it going? Let me give you a shout out here really quick. What are you guys up to today? I believe I was lurking over there for a little bit. You guys are playing some Valorant. Nice. If you guys haven't followed Jessica's underscore live before, Be sure to press the button at the top chat. Check him out. Turn that heart green. He's a pretty cool streamer, though. Just check him out. How goes it, King? To be honest, I kind of wish I was playing Starfield, but, I'm coping with my addiction fairly okay, you know? To be honest, it would probably be worse for me to be playing Starfield right now. To be 100% honest, it would be worse if I were playing Starfield. Um, I was, I nearly, I was mourning a character. Hey, welcome Raiders! A double raid. Gosh. Well, hello Alias, how was your return stream? Let's get you a shout out there as well. You guys are also playing some Valorant. Now, how went the games? Hello Vince, welcome on in, good to see you. How's it going, King? Oh, it's going well, man, it's going well. Do a Batman impression? You want me to do a Batman impression? Well, I can do a Batman impression. But first it has to be served with a warm plate of justice. Where is she? Swear to me. I don't know. Something like that. It shreds my vocal cords. I probably shouldn't do it, but it's kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie. They lost 3 games in a row. Aw, dang. It was good. The games weren't too bad. Well, that's good. I'm glad. Thank you, Lord. I appreciate it, Virus. Bat Regnog. Yo. I hope your stream was good. Mine's been good as well. I've just been chilling, playing some Minecraft, and, dementia. Hang on, there was somewhere I was going with this. Come on. Oh, boy. Well, I was going somewhere with that. I promise. You know what? Here. This isn't where I was going with it, but I have, like, some Technoblade merch on. So, like, that's pretty sick, right? It's not where I was going with it, but it's on my mind for some reason. So, you know, Technoblade never dies. Something like that. I don't know. Also, I am like always in a constant state of disarray. It seems. Also, how are you guys not dead? You guys have been fighting for. Oh, I just had to say something. I just had to say something. Well, let's see. Oh, I remember. I'm working on something really, really awesome, and I'll show it to you guys. Over here, right, I have my villager breeding tower. And, hello, Shallow. Welcome on in. Good to see you. Over here, I have this fishing village. It's really, really cool. Also, I should be able to give the other shout out to Alias now. It was on a cooldown, so let's go ahead and put that out right now. If you guys haven't followed Alias before, she's a pretty awesome streamer, and you should definitely check her out next time she's live. Press the button at the top chat. Check out her next live stream, whenever that may be. She's just getting her return streams back in. She's been busy with some like school stuff and being responsible, and I don't know how in the world people manage that, but you know, um, if you haven't met me before, you're about to see some pretty messed up things. I'm just gonna throw it out now. Here's your chance to turn back before I'm not gonna scar you for life. It's just gonna be a little bit disturbing, is all. So down here, I have this lovely little dungeon that I've been working on, and I'm going to keep a couple of villagers in here. You know, as one does. Slave dungeon, heck yeah, you know how it is, Vince. You know how it is. And I have this giant underground. Oh gosh. Okay. I wasn't thinking about this, but this is gonna be a railway, and it's underground. But it's not about freeing slaves. Um, I am an idiot. Okay, well, you know, uh, I have this I have this underground railway that I've been building, to my secret little dungeon here, and yeah, that's what we're working on today. Bro, you don't want to free slaves? Well, I mean, I mean, it's hard to want to free the slaves when you could you know. I mean, let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you something. Let me just show you something. I mean, I mean, I mean, just, I mean, okay, wait. Hang on. They're not slaves. It may look like they're here unwillingly. Oh crap, Alias is still here. Yes, that may have been a slight oversight on my behalf. Um, Hi Alias, how's it going? I did nothing wrong. I'm not getting I'm not getting canceled, I promise. See, they want to be here. This is more like it's not slavery. I'm forcing them to get a job, but they are willingly working for me and selling me things. Like I am paying them for stuff. It's more like I think we were able to compare it more towards corporate fascism, which actually lines up surprisingly well with my lineage. Historically speaking, I I do kind of I'm a little bit German. Don't do that to me. Don't do not bring that head here. Do not. Before you even think about it, do not. Do not bring that head here. Just before you even think about it. I don't have it. Okay. Okay. I'm glad. Um, I mean, they work here. They willingly also they also willingly give me discounts when I save them from a danger I put them in. So really, are they slaves? I mean, I used to call it slave camp, sure. But I'd like to say we moved past that. I'd like to say we moved past that. I mean, sure, that one is definitely a war crime and slavery and pretty bad. Um, here, you know, um, here, I'll just show you. You'll know. Yes, they are fascism, slavery. I'm half Jewish. Please don't do anything to me. Don't worry, I'm not the bad kind of German. I'm just the efficient kind. King Crap says, now back to work. Oh gosh, I hate it here. I hate it here. Oh gosh, I'm shaking. Why am I shaking? There's no reason to shake. Uh, well, this is slavery right here. I can't argue against this one. This is slavery, and it's probably the worst kind of slavery. If you could rank slavery in terms of badness, I'd say this is the worst one. And I'm not gonna explain it to anybody who doesn't know. It's the scene from the SpongeBob movie, All Hail Plankton. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Working for experience. Oh, they're interns. You're right. Build the fear through lies and government regulated violence to create a fake sense of security and thankfulness. I mean, you know what we're doing? We're creating jobs. Employment has never been better. The economy is thriving. The population is under control. I mean, all I'm doing is just routing these people's creativity into into my own will. That sounds a huge lot like fascism. I mean, I was gonna say, is there anything wrong with fascism? But there clearly is. Um, are you sure you're not part Italian? Well, I might be part Italian. I don't know. I don't know. That one I'm not sure about. Mostly German though. Mostly German. Clipped. King, this is the one and only time that I'm in the mood to PvP and nobody wants to. Aw, dude, I'm sorry, Flames. Anyway, I'm just connecting up this tower to that village over there so we can move them underground. Because I don't want the zombies to be able to kill them along the way. King Ragnog says there's nothing wrong with fascism. I mean, Underground Railroad. Exactly, Bionics. The Underground Railroad was historically a good thing. So, I'm just covering up my bad things with a good thing. Except we ain't students. Listen, we're all a slave to something, okay? No matter how free you are, we're all a slave to something. We're all just cogs in the corporate machine. You and me both are a slave to Amazon right now. I mean, I literally slave away hundreds of hours a month to Amazon and Google. I'm tempted to switch to the skin, but I won't get you banned. I'm appreciative of that. Based King. A good thing to cover up is a good thing to cover up a bad thing. Both made by the same power figures to stay in powers. See, I like the way you think, Vince. You understand me. You understand. I'm a slave to video games, and they're a slave to working in the fields. No. Oh, gosh. That's fascism. King, may I have the honor and privilege to fight you? No, probably not, because I don't want to lose my head. Um, and I kind of suck at PvP, I'm gonna be honest. You are agreeing with fascism. Okay, there's a certain time and place for fascism, okay? Like, I'm not suggesting we use fascism everywhere. But, I mean, there are some moments. There are some moments where it might be acceptable. I'm not saying every moment is acceptable, but in this case, with Minecraft villagers, sure, fascism is okay. Gonna make a speech bubble. German side is showing. No. Dude, this is gonna resurface one day, and I'm gonna get canceled so hard. But you know what? No regrets. No regrets here. Oh gosh, I should be like not alive right now. If I don't show up for stream tomorrow, which by the way is gonna be Starfield, and I don't want to hear anybody complaining about it. um, if I don't show up for stream tomorrow, it's because I got. Okay. There are people out there that don't like what I'm saying, and I can confirm that 100%. Also, I apologize, the ads just took their way in here. Twitch is trying to stop me from talking to you about fascism. The fact that I'm not banned right now is disturbing. I mean, I'm being historically accurate. I'm historically accurate, King. Kind of. Okay, I'm gonna go up in a little rant, but not really related to this topic, but also kind of. Dude, Vince, go for it. Go for it. Go for it, man. Let's hear it. Let's see. I'm gonna do these stairs on the side here. Oh. Okay. How far does this need to go? We have so much. We've had so much fun. True, we have. We have. We're trying to grow food, aka wheat for bread. The wheat is full grown, no wheat. What the heck? That's interesting, Grim. That's interesting. Can I make a triple letter skin of your skin? Triple letter skin of my skin. History class. Oh! 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 Oh gosh. Okay, I see. Oh. I'm sure I have that somewhere in my ancestry too. That's somewhere, I'm sure. You know, I grew up in the South, not gonna lie. Oh gosh. Oh. Oh boy. I really just got sent Mr. H in my DMs. Oh boy. I love my life. I love my life so very much. Oh. Oh boy. When a single party figure is in a place of absolute power, there is no way for an economy or a society to be completely free because of the natural way human egoism is. Exactly, Vince. When someone is presented with absolute power, the brain starts acting way above itself and becomes egotistic. Thus making it want more stuff to itself, but it also understands the position of power it is in. This is why you see a lot of presidents becoming corrupt while running a country semi-competently. Exactly. You're on to something there, Vince, and you're 100% right. Um, it's why, in general, you can pretty well say dictatorship is bad. Um, my brother is learning a little bit about U.S. civics this year, and so they were covering different types of government over, you know, the many years that humanity has been on the face of the planet. And so you know my sister is the one giving him the assignments because we're homeschooled. I'll be right back. All right, sounds good, dude. So you're saying we need a world leader? I am that leader if you want me to be, man. I'm just saying. This is why you turn to fascism. So all hail King. Oh boy. You know, this might get me canceled, but all hail King. It's just me waving. Don't worry. It's nothing. It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Anyway, uh, I'm unhinged. I'm sorry. I've drank 3 cups of coffee today. I've drank a lot of tea. I don't know what was in the tea. I've had a packet of sugar that I don't really know is sugar because it was kind of crunchy. Um, I could have even been bitten by spiders apparently because they live in my room, hundreds of them, possibly thousands. Um, you know, I'm just living my best life, guys. Life's too short to be canceled, so you might as well cancel yourself before anybody else can. Then it's not as fun for them. The people should put a party of power that can combat all fronts of a society, but every non-corrupt way of government is too perfect world because, like I said, human egoism. So you guys know, I don't support Mustache Man or Triple Letter Group. I don't want to make you guys thinking I do. Just funny to make fun of them. It's always funny to make fun of the bad guys. That's for sure. And I can get behind that. That's, to be 100% clear, I am 100% making fun of history. I make fun of a lot of historical events, even some that probably aren't funny. Um, but I try to make fun of everything a little bit equally. So if you guys are worried that I am being 100% serious right now about like any of what I said, do not worry. I am not. I am not. If you are mocked, they can't take you seriously. True, true. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, honestly, even democracy isn't perfect because even in a democratic system where you are given in a perfect democratic system, it's actually perfect. It's actually the perfect solution. Everybody, in general, the mass population gets what they want. They get whoever they want to lead them. The problem is in a corrupt in a corrupt uh, democracy, you only have the illusion of choice. You don't have true choice. And that is actually a problem that a lot of places are facing right now. You are given the illusion that you actually have a choice on who you want to lead you. The truth is, even in the United States, that is the case. You don't actually get to choose who you want to lead you. You get to choose what party you want to lead you. That's all you get to do. What's the most popular dessert, dessert in Russia? Putin. Gosh. The weak shall fall. Mwahaha. It's always the weak shall fall until the until the MC shows up. Anime villain time. Oh boy. Um. I I'm gonna. I could easily break so many of my rules right now. I typically have a general like no politics rule, but I actually don't mind getting into politics as long as it's civil. And I mean, like you guys are pretty chill, so we could easily talk about this. And I mean, this one's pretty agreeable. I think we can all agree. One ruler bad, two rulers better. One ruler who is self-assigned bad, more so. Politics are so fun. You know, it actually isn't so bad. I could in another life if I wasn't a live streamer and I wasn't trying to grow a business right now, I could see myself entering a career of politics. I could actually see it, which is scary because I don't know if I'd actually do a good job. I think I could do a good job in the sense of if the people elected me, it was by their will. So, I mean, they screwed up. I'm just doing what I told them I would do. I don't think I would succeed very far. Mostly past history politics, yes. That's the fun stuff. Mustache Man wouldn't have happened in the 20s, 30s, if the 20s, 30s weren't racist. Fair enough. I would say Mustache Man wouldn't have happened if he just got accepted into art school. Really, we can just blame the college for that one. But, you know, it kind of scares me. Because, you know, surprisingly, Mustache Man and I share some similarities. And they're not the bad similarities at the very least. But we do share some similarities here and there where it's like, okay, I mean, um, watch the German side. I'm just saying, like, I play guitar. I try to be good at art, but I suck, and that kind of sucks. I won't tell you about that one because it would sound really bad, and then suddenly I'd be locked up in a mental institution. So we're not gonna talk about that one. Um, but you know, there are some similarities there, and it's kind of terrifying. Like, it's not enough to like go, oh yes, I am Mustache Man 2.0. Although there are some people who genuinely believe they are, which is disturbing. Very disturbing. No, man. I love Juice. We should play Jump King. Oh boy. Oh boy. Did you know my friend drives cars? He's racist. Oh, lovely. You know, I too love to drive cars. I suppose that would also make me. No, I love that one. That one's always been one of my favorites. It's just like me for real. For real, for real. In Spanish, you can turn that into a joke for autism. Wait, what? Really? I don't know why I sound kind of excited about that. I mean, I would I would never make a joke like that, but suddenly I'm intrigued. God, I love sharing the same humor with someone. It's amazing, isn't it? A couple days ago, I was playing Starfield, and we were talking. It was because the topic of rizzing came up because I one of the characters in the game gave me a flirt option, and I was like, I don't really know if I want to do this. And then we were talking about relationships and all that. I will say that was one thing I enjoyed about my past fake relationship. Was we shared a very similar sense of humor. She was more into the pun side of thing, but she could laugh at a really nice dark joke, and that was like awesome. Um, but we never I've never talked to her since really we ended the prank, which was like 3 years ago. And I keep meaning to like send her a message like, hey, we haven't talked in like, 3 years. But I keep meaning to like talk to her, but I keep forgetting. But her and I actually had a pretty similar sense of humor back in the day. Let it go, man. Oh, I've let it go. I've let it go. But somebody brought it to my attention that I probably should talk to her again, and it's been in the back of my mind for a little bit. I might get around to it. I might not. We'll see. My friend likes cars. It doesn't make sense in English. Oh, I see. I won't read anything in other languages unless like I know what it says, just because that's how I get tricked into saying things I don't mean. I've thankfully, I've been safe for the most part. I guess it is technically. Is it against the rules? Yeah, English only, please. I guess that is kind of against the rules then. I love being from Latin America. It's such a good feeling being able to say stuff to English speakers and then not know anything. Oh boy. You could have said something like really horrible for all I know. A little bit scary, not gonna lie. Okay. No offense, no offense. No offense. Oh, that's my favorite kind of fence. That's why the rules say English only, but Unreal's not here. True. When Unreal's not here, we could get a little bit wild. He's kind of like the person holding us back most of the time, to be honest. When Unreal's not here, we get a little unhinged. And you know what? That's okay. There's nothing wrong with being unhinged. Of course I like being unhinged. It's the realest me you're ever gonna get. And, I just appreciate that you guys can tolerate it. Most people can't. And that's awesome. Without Unreal, it's chaos. And that, my friends, is what we live for. What is humanity without the chaos? In politics. I mean, they're kind of one and the same, I'm not gonna lie. This stream is weirdly political sometimes. It is, considering, like, I'm also, like, considered... I like to consider myself to be family friendly. I oddly get off onto very non-family friendly topics very quickly. And I also am not a stranger to, I'm not a stranger to, um, the dark. No, I know the dark all too well. Don't put me back in there. Song, from the Greatest Showman, right? That was where that one's from. I think. A stranger to what? The dark. I don't think so. I'm trying to remember where it's from. A stranger to the dark. Hideaway, they say. Don't want your broken parts? Maybe? I don't know. I haven't heard that song in forever. But that sounds melodically correct, and it's fine. You could just Google it, dude. I mean, true. But that would require me actually using my brain. Like, I can't even remember how to type half the time, I'm gonna be honest. My brain has degraded so much, and it's a little bit concerning, but it's fine. Um, you just work with what you got. I haven't died yet. Bro, I just played Starfield. Starfield is great. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth, dude. I'm tired of the negativity. That game is beautiful, and everybody should know it. King's bringing the slave trade back to Minecraft. Mojang's gonna one day, like, pull all of my videos down because of my slave trading, and it's gonna be beautiful. It's taking 90 minutes just to travel to the starter moon. Now, is it loading times for you, or is it from... or did you just not press, like, the fast travel button to, like, warp there? Because you do have to warp. They don't explain that very well. That's actually called realism. Yeah, I mean, I warped close to the planet, and it's making me go into orbit. Okay. So to land on planet, you have to open up. It's dumb. Don't get me wrong. It's not really true exploration, but I'm not even close to the planet. So yeah, to get into the planet, you have to hold down R while looking at it, and it should open up a menu, and then you can click where you want to land on it, and then you should be fine. It's dumb that they don't really explain it to you. Like, they never explain that anywhere in the game, I don't think. But yeah, it's dumb that you can't just look at it and start, like, going towards it. It's the most devious game ever. It's a great game. I love it if you can get into the story and enjoy the companions. I think honestly it's a contender for best or game of the year. No problem. But in order to get that far into the game, it's going to take some it's going to take some work. Bro, I run 40 FPS. I actually can run full 120 FPS with oops, I didn't mean to do that. With full graphics. But if I'm streaming it, you can forget it. It's only gonna be like 60 FPS on stream side. It runs 120 on my side, and I have to run on smaller graphic settings in order to actually make it work. Ads. Someone give me sub. I'm poor. Okay, I'm back. Welcome back. I do just want to throw it out there, I guess, because it's my obligation, I guess. Twitch said. that, like, you know, September is here, I guess, so you guys can get discounts on your subs if that's a thing you want to do. No pressure. I'm just throwing it out there because I've been informed it's like 50% off, which is actually pretty crazy, I guess, because it still pays me the same amount, so, like, I guess that's cool. Join the VC. Oh, I'm already in the VC, man. I am the VC. Get on my level, y'all. Settings are lowest. Doesn't look bad at low settings either way. Yeah, honestly, it's not horrid. I'm actually kind of impressed that the graphics in that game aren't gross at that low resolution. 30%, 25%, 25%. Okay. I know at some point it's gonna be 50%, but I don't know where. There's a point in time where it's gonna be like really discounted, especially if you do like the 6 months. I want to say. Here, let me double check that. I have the tab pulled up somewhere. Oh, I got Overwatch 2 drop. Cool. Let's see who is live at the moment, just so I can go look at their. Let's go to fruit berries, just really fast. All right, fruit berries. Let's say I wanted to subscribe. It's 25% off right now. And then if I want to, you can get full 30% off for 6 months. And then when there's a gifting sub period, I think later down the road, and that's also going to be discounted in like the last week, I want to say. But I can't remember. September is cool. I like it. I'm a fan that Twitch is actually doing something for us. Discounted subs is pretty neat. To be honest, I can't wait till I upgrade my PC and I can play the game more. Dude, honestly, the graphics aren't necessary, but it does help the game kind of feel a lot more alive. One thing I really praise the game for, though, is its immersion. The gameplay is great, but you combine that with the, if you can combine the gameplay with the music, you'll understand what I mean. Like, the music never takes you out of it. It's so immersive. They did a really, really, really good job with the music, and I mean, I'm not gonna really ever listen to music outside of gameplay, but there's like 71 tracks. I don't care about graphics. It's the FPS, really bad. Oof. Yeah, I mean, as long as I mean, one thing you could try. Well, I mean, double check that you have VSync on. And then I guess double check that you have FSR on. It seems to be working okay on my RTX card, which FSR wasn't made for RTX cards really, but it seems to be fine. Because they didn't do DLSS for whatever reason. Kind of strange that they wouldn't just do both, but whatever. I turned it off as soon as I started the game. I see. The reason why games become buggier and buggier while being more expensive to buy with all the bugs has to do with the developers team not paying their workers enough and aiming to make more money and tax evasion. All the DLCs are because of the companies wanting to get quick money and then adding things that should have been in the base game later on to get more interaction by the people and the money. Okay, done. So for the most part, I can agree with that. Now, I will say, I am very proud of the Bethesda team, and I'm not even a part of it. They came out with a fairly polished product. I have had minimal bugs playing Starfield. Like I've been very impressed with that. I've only ran into one major bug that I just had to revert to a save, like, from 5 minutes prior, and I was fine. So, like, I mean, I think, I think the, I think they did a good job on this one. But yeah, games nowadays, it's like there's no standard for them, which kind of sucks. Considering Fallout 76, this is a huge upgrade. True, true. I found one 20 minutes in the gameplay. Interesting. I've not had it like any bugs besides like a couple like small ones where it's like they're ongoing, where like companions will stand 20 feet away from you and try to talk to you. That one's annoying, but it's not game breaking. The robot was running into some dude sitting down. I mean, as long as it's not game breaking, he'll get around them eventually. Um, it does suck when that stuff happens, though. It's kind of like, I don't like that. And I guess the one big thing to remember is it is a day one release, but I have not run into very many bugs. Besides like a couple where there's just companions standing 20 feet away. That one annoys me to no end. And then and then people bash you on Twitter for asking too much when you just ask for a full game without multiple bugs. Yes. I remember when I was a kid, games would come out on the PlayStation 2, or even the Wii, for a more relevant generation, I guess. And it would come out, and it would be practically flawless. There were some, there were some bugs, yes, but there were none that were game breaking. And the bugs that were left in intentionally were just quirks. I mean, Minecraft's basic redstone system was kind of invented off of a bug, which was kind of interesting. But I think, you know, I hate how on Twitter you can get hate for anything. Because I have not personally received hate just because I haven't done much commenting about it. But I know it'll happen eventually. You could get hate for even liking the game. Like, I enjoy Starfield so much. But because I enjoy it, if somebody else doesn't, I suddenly am a Bethesda suck up, and I don't know what true gaming is or whatever, you know. It sucks. It sucks. But, you know, I just wish people could get along. That's all I want. One day. One day. That's the dream. Everybody gets along one day, right? Not even PS1 get wrecked. Not to be rude sounding, but I cannot find crap on this thing. Server, no sheep, no water, animals in general, etc. That's interesting. Now where are you exactly? Uh, there should be water in most directions of spawn. Um, namely if you go to, I think it's the south of spawn, there's pretty well just water everywhere over there. Animals, however, I can't fix. Minecraft has an ongoing bug that I don't know if they'll ever fix, and that annoys me to no end. But, basically, their mob spawning mechanics are broken, and as far as I can tell, the only way to fix it is basically they have to rewrite how they spawn, if I understand correctly, which sucks. Now, buckets. Ah, I see. I see. Well, if you need some iron, let me know. I do have plenty of that, and I can share. Okay. Just trying to clean up all the water. Hello, that is a great name, I must say. Welcome on in. Nah. I can't go anywhere without getting shot or beaten up by zombies. Zombies. Zombies are annoying. I've luckily been pretty lucky against them, but I can definitely feel that pain. Not a huge fan of zombies myself. Hmm. Maybe because you have netherite. I mean, the netherite sure ain't hurting. That's for sure. That's for sure. I'm trying to think here. Ah, let's try to finish up this tunnel. I want to get this build done tonight. But we'll see. Going to sleep. Enough politics and fascism for the night. Have a happy slave tunnel building. Alright. Thank you so much, Vince. I hope you have a good rest of your night. And I hope you get plenty of rest tonight. And thanks for popping in with the raid. I appreciate it. Okay. Hello. LD. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Okay. Let's just do this. I'm good. How are you? I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. We're just hanging out on my viewer joinable SMP. If you'd like to join, you're more than welcome to. But what we're working right now is a tunnel that leads from my villager breeder to this basement dungeon thing. And then eventually I'd like to set up a transfer station in there so I can kind of control where each villager is supposed to go. Because I have so many villages that I'm going to build and I want to kind of have them scatter around. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Hmm. Hmm.
Hello there.
Oh, thank you for the follow, LD. I appreciate it. Sorry I'm being a little bit silent. I'm in deep thought at the moment. I've had a busy couple of days. Also, welcome, Koopa. I appreciate you joining. Alright, gosh, I'm struggling. I'm gonna head out. I have school tomorrow. Gotta sleep. Alright, sounds good, Grim. thank you so much for popping in and playing for a little bit. I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day tomorrow and tonight. And have a good day at school tomorrow. I don't envy any of you guys. If you're in school, good luck. Hiccups are great. Hiccups are great. Um, sure. Oh, hello there from Shrek, and I would wear headphones. Not the best decision on my part. My audio used to be so imbalanced, and so that follow sound used to be really loud. And yeah, I can definitely see why it would probably be not the best decision. However, um, okay, I'm sorry. I just did a magic trick, and you didn't even realize it. I made my idea disappear. Pretty sick, right? Um, I you know, I'm sorry. You guys are probably not gonna get much more out of me today. I'm gonna be honest. I'm out of it apparently. Okay. Eyes are burning. Okay. Ow. Okay. Well, you know what? That's what we'll call it. I'm out of brain, and I'm a little bit worried about it. Not gonna lie, which sucks because you guys just got here, and I don't like doing this, but you know, um, yeah, I know what I have to do. I know what I have to do, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I know what I have to do. Let's go say hello to a friend. We'll go on a little bit of a raid. Aha, I see a friend. Let's go say hello to one of them. West Virginia Medicaid? Yeah. Let's go say hello to him. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you, but I'm like having a stroke or something. I don't know. Nothing's making any sense at all. And I'm blanking out. It's just not a perfect moment. Um anyway, we're going to go say hello to my friend. His name is Infinite Journeys. And he's currently playing Valorant, but even if you're not interested in Valorant, he makes it pretty fun to watch. He's a pretty cool dude, and I think you'll like him. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. If you want to do me a favor when you get over there, tell him something like "Good night, honey." It's kind of like our thing. He did him a slip up one time to Bionics, and it's kind of just stuck. It's kind of funny. Anyway, I hope to catch y'all later. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry I couldn't stick around much longer. And yeah, good night.